Hello, and welcome to this channel, which is dedicated to helping you learn how to write and publish books, both in the traditionally published path and also the self-published path if you are in your 40s. Now, people, if you're not in your 40s, you can still watch the channel, obviously. But I dedicated this channel specifically to people in their 40s. Why did I do that? Well, number one, because I'm in my 40s. Number two, because I didn't start my publishing career until I was in my 40s. About 5 or 6 years ago. Number three, because I understand that there are unique challenges to being in your 40s and wanting to be a writer. And I wanted to share my personal experience and insights that I've gained during this process with you to help you on your dreams and ambitions to become a writer in your 40s. So, first I want to congratulate you. Being in your 40s actually is a superpower when it comes to writing, believe it or not. I know that if you are trying to become a professional athlete, that's not so. Or if you're trying to become maybe a professional musician, that's not so. But in the case specifically with writing, it's actually to your benefit and advantage to be a little bit more seasoned, if you will. And the reason for that is because good writing requires experience, life experience, and at least having some wisdom, right? And unfortunately, wisdom and life experience can only come through the process of living life. So, I do not think that someone in their teens can be an exceptional writer. I just don't believe that. Obviously, they can be good writers and even great writers, and as they get older, they can eventually become the best writers, right? But if you look at some of my favorite all-time writers, it wasn't until later in life that they fully blossomed as writers. And again, it's because writing is so difficult. You need to not only have the technical skills of writing, but you also have to have that life experience. Think about J.K. Rowling. She didn't write the Harry Potter series when she was in her teens. Think about J.R.R. Tolkien, one of my all-time favorite writers, right? He didn't publish The Hobbit until he was in his 50s, I believe. And it was only sometime later that he had a lot of success with The Lord of the Rings. And he didn't really find his sweet spot in life, if you will, the fame and the fortune and all of that from his writing until his 60s, right? So you're not alone if you haven't yet struck out and found your dream come true, opportunities as a writer, and you're still in your 40s, okay? So welcome to the channel. That's what this is about. If you're interested in that kind of thing, if you want to learn how to potentially become a successful writer in your 40s, then this channel is dedicated specifically to you. I would encourage you, if you're interested in that sort of thing, to consider subscribing, hitting the alert bell, liking and commenting. I want to create a community here of people who are going through the same thing and ultimately that can learn together. Now, a little bit about me for those who are interested. Like, why would you sign up for my channel over a different channel, for example? Well, as I said before, I am a writer. I have written a number of books. I have published a number of books, over 50 books, actually, to be specific, in a wide variety of niches, including nonfiction, fiction, middle grade, children's books. I've written YA books. So I've really covered the gambit, and also in a number of genres, okay? So I have a lot of experience with writing, and I also have had some success with writing, which we'll get into in a future video, perhaps, when I start talking more about the self-publishing path and what the opportunity is there in the year 2026. But I want to try to keep these videos generally a little bit on the shorter side of things, because I know that if you're like me in your 40s, you're very busy, right? A lot of you have families. A lot of you have things to do. You know, you've got a career potentially that you're well into by this point, right? And that's something else we're going to focus on, right? How to time manage your writing ambitions. So one of the things that you're going to come up against, probably if you are in your 40s, is the fact that writing requires time, right? It requires your butt in a chair actually doing the work. Now, for that reason, one of the things, and because you're so stretched, if you're like me and you've got so many other things going on in your life, one of the things I want to focus on in this channel is helping you to be more efficient and productive with your writing habits, right? So one of the things that I can share with you is that there are processes that will help you go from point A, like an idea in your head, to point Z, a finished, completed novel that's published, much more efficiently, productively, and quickly if you are aware of those processes, right? And so that's something I want to delve into as well. I would love for the people who are using this channel to learn to be able to reach their goals as quickly and efficiently as possible. So that's something we're absolutely going to focus on in this channel. Okay, so my first novel that I ever wrote, just to give you a little context here, took me probably about 5 years to finish, right? And it wasn't a stellar novel. It's never been published, and I wouldn't publish it in its current form. I might publish it in the future with significant revision. But, you know, I learned a lot through that process. And the second book that I wrote took me a lot less time. And the most recent book that I wrote, which I just finished the first draft of about a month ago, was an 84,000 word novel. And I wrote it in less than 3 months. Okay. So the reason I'm highlighting this anecdote for you is to show you that over that period of time where I was, you know, when I wrote my first novel 15 years ago or whatever it was until now, I've learned these techniques to be able to greatly reduce my, time in a chair and greatly increase my productivity and efficiency. And I would like to share that with you because, again, I know time is the most valuable commodity. And I want to respect that for you. So if this sounds good, guys, please like, comment, subscribe, as I said. And I'm going to end this video now. And please hit the alert bell if you want to find out when I publish the next video. And we're just going to do this together. I'm going to teach you how to write a book. I'm going to teach you my efficient processes that I've developed over time. And I'm going to help you learn about the publishing industry, what it takes to get published, what you have to do. We're going to learn step by step how to do this. And there's two paths: traditionally published, self-published. I'm going to talk about those two paths probably in the next video, and then we're going to get into this. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this. I'll see you next time.